You know, I feel like at this point I'm going on some form of staycation every other month. Good morning, my beauties, from Disney's All-Star Music Resort with Mama's back. And not just for a day, but no, guess what? 3 whole days.
But of course, per Disney fashion, yeah, it busy, like very, very busy. So I think to try and kill time, we gonna get some snackages. Let's see, what do they got? Ooh, carrot cake. Oh, they got a little thumper on it. What do they got in terms of desserts? Ooh, that Moana cake looks amazing.
What is that exactly? I see nuts on it.
See what Mama's gonna get. Cherry Danish.
Good choice. Good choice.
That's what I'm getting. Nice, delicious cinnamon roll. Oh, it looks so good. And I think we're gonna sit outside. Ooh, it is a nice morning though. Oh man, that cinnamon roll looks amazing. We're gonna zoom in and out for dramatic effect.
But for me, it was also the amount of cinnamon rolls I ate when Ryan and I stayed here. And quite frankly, this thing is just as difficult as ever to cut through. So this thing is essentially rock solid, so. Kind of wish they were served warm, but they do have microwaves, so not that big a deal. The cinnamon rolls used to be bigger, like way back in the day. Yes, I still remember that. Up to this point, I've probably had at least maybe 500 or so Disney cinnamon rolls throughout my life. And the thing is too, for me, I'm not really a big breakfast guy anymore unless I'm literally starving. So, good Disney cinnamon roll, or really just any kind of pastry, does me good enough. Usually I would pair this with a Celsius. So I think for now, apple juice will suffice. And for those wondering which juice I like better, apple juice. Apple juice wins every time.
Enjoying your cherry Danish? It looks good. Not gonna lie, that kind of looks better than my cinnamon roll.
A few minutes later.
And just like that, all of our food is literally devoured. Now we gotta go back to the check-in desk and see if it got any busier or hopefully any quieter. And it's a little quieter.
Well, after a little bit, the lovely Brandon got us all checked in. We are all good to go. We are still waiting for a room though, but shouldn't be that much longer.
But I think in the meantime, we will head into the newly renovated Maestro Mickey Mouse. I love this Spirit jersey, and I don't know why. It's a very calming one. This, I would say, is definitely the most calming Spirit jersey out of any that I've seen. Like, it doesn't even look like it would be a Spirit jersey. It's basically just a blue long sleeve shirt. Oh, wow. So for once, they actually sell shorts. And of course, they got to be designer shorts by Tommy Bahama. Let's see. $89.50. Yeah, absolutely not. Oh my gosh, this is adorable. It's a little Stitch mug. It's got a little cover. Oh my gosh. It's also the fact that, you know, I technically have this Spirit jersey, just the Disneyland version,
Which I was actually very, very close to bringing along with me for this little staycation, but then remembered, yeah, it's gonna be hot.
Okay, is it just me, or does Dumbo look like royally ticked off right now? And literally just a few short minutes later, our room is now ready.
So now we gotta make our way back to the car and make our way over to building 8, I believe.
And with the power of computer magic, as well as this water bottle, we're here. I will say though, I do like the varying shades of purple throughout. You know what this feels like? It feels like Sesame Street. This is actually really cute. Oh, look at that. They got a whole bunch of Broadway posters going. We got Beauty and the Beast, Frozen. I had no idea they made Frozen into a Broadway musical. But of course, the classic Disney Broadway musical being The Lion King. Here we are, 8564. See if the key works. Oh boy. Ooh. Smells nice and clean in here. Look at that. Welcome, Schultz family. Why, thank you.
And like I've said before dozens of times, we've stayed at the All-Star Resorts dozens of times, so I'm not really gonna do a room tour.
All you really need to know about these newly refurbished rooms is that they are nice and spacious. But if there's one thing I should mention, at least about me, is the Yeet shirt. Like, you know how it goes. But also in terms of the camera, again, like, can y'all just see how tiny this thing is compared to the old R6?
Like, I've had this camera for a little over a month now, and I have absolutely zero complaints about it. The only thing that I could improve from my end is getting a better lens. But what I should do is get this bag off me. Yeah, this thing literally has all my other electronics in it. My laptop, my hard drive, my thumb drive, literally everything. And of course, you know, gotta have your water bottle because stay hydrated out there. It's literally gonna be in the 90s all week in Central Florida.
Now, in all seriousness, the first thing you have to do when you go to a Disney resort is, well, first you gotta hit the select button to get started. And check that out. If you know me, you know exactly what channel I'm looking for. There it is. Classic Cartoons, channel 66, at least in the Animal Kingdom area it is.
This is literally my favorite part about staying at a Disney resort is the Classic Cartoons channel.
canned. It's not too bad. I just feel bad for poor Oswald later on.
And now, just a short, let's say hour and a half later, we now get to go over to Disney Springs. But I will say though, we are going to Disney Springs for something special, and that special thing being...
Boathouse.
That's my mom's favorite restaurant, which honestly, I will give her props for because that place is severely underrated. And funny enough too, I don't know if I've actually reviewed the Boathouse. If I did, it was only once and I barely reviewed anything. So this will be a full-on review of the Boathouse.
But now we gotta go catch a bus to Disney Springs. And check that out, not even 5 seconds later, not even 5 seconds after I cut the first clip, the bus is here. And check it out, now we're here.
It's funny too, I was literally here like not even a week ago to watch The Mummy of all movies at like 10:15. I'm literally sitting in my room doing nothing. No one else is home, and I'm like, you know what? I'm bored. I want to do something. So I'm literally looking on the AMC app because I have A-list, right? And I see The Mummy is playing. I'm like, wait a minute, why is it playing? Then I'm like, oh yeah, 25th anniversary. And I'm like, do I really want to? So I'm just like, you know what? Why not?
It's also not too shabby out here at Disney Springs.
Now, thankfully, it's only Monday, so I'm not expecting it to be too busy. But if this was the weekend, yeah, I would try to avoid this place at all costs.
Like normally this whole path alone will be jam-packed.
And here's something else to think about. I believe this is my first time vlogging at Disney Springs with the new camera.
All right, I know this is gonna sound very rude, especially saying it to my mother, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Get in, loser. We're going shopping.
All right, and wow, World of Disney is interesting. That's definitely an interesting crowd in here. But also, yes, there's a certain set of ears. I know exactly where they are. I can literally see the ears and Loungefly and Spirit Jersey. There's also a whole bunch right there.
Oh.
So you just had to grab the display one. And see, now I can't even get it back on. Okay. They look interesting. Honestly, they look like an ice cream cone. That's what I'm gonna call these, the ice cream cone ears.
Tatooine.
Yeah, I know it's Tatooine, but it looks like an ice cream cone. Actually, no, it looks like, what is it, Neapolitan? Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Yes.
That's what it looks like. It looks like that variety of ice cream.
See, like, I'm just that good at making up metaphors for merchandise.
Hey, look, it's a little Chubby. It's a little Chubby baby.
Who is it?
Chubby. From Mickey Mouse.
Oh, from the Runaway.
Yeah. Now, y'all can hate me all you want, but I want this Spirit Jersey. But, like, feel how soft
This
and thin
looks
it is.
like, oh, it is. It's way softer than mine. This looks like ice cream.
This looks like the kind of ice cream I would eat because I love sherbet. Yeah, like just waving it around, you can tell just how thin and soft this is. I need this, like now. You know what? Maybe Disney knew I love sherbet and they were like, you know what? We'll make a collection solely dedicated to Aiden. Actually, no, this was Disney's gift to me for hitting 1,000 subscribers. Weighted Lotso? He doesn't smell like strawberries.
Really?
Sorry to burst your bubble. But he's still cute, and he's weighted.
He's a bad guy, though.
He's so soft and fluffy. There's also Kermit down there.
Oh.
It's gonna steal your soul in your sleep. Remember how I talked about them having this at Disneyland and potentially bringing it here? Well, they did! And now we make our way out to World of Disney and head to what I would say is the most underrated store at Disney Springs.
Now, the thing is, I'm not really a big soap guy, but for what they have, it's pretty cool.
What in the world? Just why? Okay, but for me, it's the fact that they're both ginger ale. Like, is that supposed to, you know, that has to be some kind of joke. There has to be some sort of disrespectful nod, and honestly, I'm all for it.
Like, am I gonna smell this and age by like 50 years? Okay, so yeah, it literally smells like ginger ale.
Now here's a new thing at Basin. You can make your own candles. $20 each or 2 for $35. Isn't it grand? It is grand, the fact that you can make your own candles. Ooh, pineapple flow. Nice Dole Whip candle. Honestly, why not? Oh, here's a good one. Lemongrass. It's very lemony, so be ready. Smells good though.
Let's see, Jolly Roger, pineapple rum. Ooh, maybe I'll get this before Not So Scary, which, by the way, commercial time. Not So Scary has since been announced. It will start August 9th of this year, which is very early, I will admit, but it also falls on D23 day one for whatever reason. So yeah, as much as I want to go to Not So Scary night one, yeah, honestly, D23 is a little bit more important. Let's see, what's this? Preppy Mickey, strawberry, apple, and vanilla. Oh, I like this one. Oh, I really do like this one. Smells like, smells like that kind of soap that the popular kid would use in elementary school.
I love how some places are still going with the whole iridescent theme from the 50th.
I mean, this one says citrus, tropical fruit, and sweet sugar. This one literally smells like nothing.
I think now we're gonna head inside the Marketplace Co-op because there's a phone case that I am desperately seeking out. Okay, this is clever. Make your dreams materialize. Here it is. So, it's the Awesome Mix cassette tape case, but it says it's for 14 Pro Max.
Now, I happen to have the 15 Pro Max. Now, some cases are universal between phones. I don't know about this one.
Let's see. Ooh, Tomorrowland t-shirt. That is cute. Let's see, I got a Fantasyland shirt, and guess what? I worked in Fantasyland.
But the thing is, I'm talking about it like I worked in Fantasyland for years. I literally worked there for not even a month before I went to Ratatouille.
Now, interestingly enough, this button-up I actually like. It's not too thin, but also not too thick. The only issue is it is $75.
So at that point, if I had to choose between this and the Sherbert Spirit jersey, I'd probably just go for the Spirit jersey.
I need to get some new home decor, like Disney-esque home decor. This is what we need to get. Disney flatware set. Honestly, though, we have been talking about it at the house. Actually, you know what? Here's a place that I need to go. Even though I don't eat candy very much, I still love going in here. Let's see, what all they got? Well, what they got is some crowds right now. Look, they got the butter bar. See it all the way, that one right there. But they also got a new piece of candy that I'm trying to find. Well, it's not really new, but they brought it back. So I gotta try and find it. Let's see, what do they have over here? Mini birthday cake cookies. I get it, mini birthday cake cookies. Oh wow, Disney actually listened to me. They had this stuff out of stock for ages, and they finally brought it back. Wow, Disney actually watches my videos? That's crazy.
What I was trying to mention about the candy that I was looking for, back in the day, and by back in the day, I mean pre-COVID, they sold sour taffy by the giant bagfuls, and I had at least maybe 50 or so bags during my short 3 months of living in Orlando before COVID, so they kind of brought them back, basically in the form of sour Laffy Taffy. Now, unfortunately, I do not remember where I last saw them. It might have been while I was working, I don't really know, but as soon as I find a pack, I am getting one.
Now, if there's one place I never ever go to because it's always ungodly busy, it is the Lego store. Because there's no line, surprisingly, we're gonna head in. Already, it is actually not busy. Wow. I swear, it is always jam-packed in here. There's always a line out the door, but now it's quiet. This cruiser looks amazing, but for $650, like, this is why I stopped collecting Legos when I was younger, because it just got way too expensive. Like, even the Millennium Falcon, literally $850. Literally, you could buy 2 PS5 digitals with this kind of money. And looking at the Marvel stuff, they have the Hulkbuster for $385. And apparently he's on sale. Yeah, $385, that's on sale, good people.
So yeah, this one I'm not even admiring the Lego sets, I'm just bashing how expensive they are.
And I love how even after 3 years of Gideon's being open, the line still stretches all the way back down there.
And don't get me wrong, I love Gideon's cookies. They're amazing, but I would not wait in that kind of line for a cookie. At least not anymore. Because now that I've had Gideon's more than enough times, and because, you know, Winter Park really isn't that far away, it's about maybe a 35 minute drive, you're much better off just going up to the main shop where there's no one there. Literally, you could go up to the main Winter Park location, be there and come back in less time than it would for you to make it through that line. So essentially my argument between Gideon's and Summer House is that Summer House is not only cheaper, but also you don't gotta wait in a line most of the time. Okay, so here is a place that I've been to 3 times now, but again, I don't think I've ever reviewed it. So, the Boathouse. I would say probably the most underrated restaurant, at least at Disney Springs. Fantastic food, fantastic service, literally a 10 out of 10 every single time. We are hungry, we are starving, so let's head on in.
I mean, just walking in alone, like, you can see like, just how good a vibe it is in here. Like right now, it's obviously chill because there's no one at Springs, period. But even then, it's still a great place. I mean, heck, if you're lucky, you can literally eat inside the boat.
And if that's not a unique dining experience, then I don't really know what is.
I think this is the area we were in last time. We're going far away. There's our table. There's my mama treating me to lunch.
Honestly though, I was thinking about making this like her Mother's Day gift, then I'm like, wait a second, then I'd be missing out on free food.
Also, total side note, you want a good place to get some good fresh water? The Boathouse is where it's at.
You know a restaurant is good when I'm even praising the water. It's also the fact that it's very hot outside, so I kind of need water.
All right, so the first thing we got to talk about is I would say the greatest dinner rolls ever made. Literally ever. Like, I know I've praised various sets of dinner rolls throughout my life. Like, obviously, you know, Texas Roadhouse being one of them. I literally crave those things every day. But the Boathouse, these things are incredible. Like, you can see just how greasy they are. That's because there's honey drizzled on these. Now, I could literally chug an entire bottle of honey if I wanted to. So these are right up my alley. And infinity out of 10 for these, they're so soft, so fluffy. They're literally perfect. I have no words for these. They are that good. No, I mean, of course, like, these things are extremely messy, but literally just look at that right there. Right? But do keep in mind, your hands will get pretty sticky afterwards. But you know what? That's a good trade-off. You can see that glob of honey right there. Maybe I should just ask someone for this recipe. So to start out, we got the garden salad. So it's going to be a mix of both iceberg and romaine lettuce. We got these gorgeous looking cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, and carrots. I will mention too, it's also glazed in, I think it's balsamic. I don't know. Either way, definitely one of the best salads I've ever had. Yeah, literally just digging through this salad. One of the best salads I've ever had.
Right now, states like Florida, Texas, California.
I know you guys are thinking like, sure, it's just a salad, but the thing is, you have to actually like the salad. Like, if you're trying to eat healthy, you have to like the healthy foods that you're going to eat. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to keep up with it. So a salad like this is definitely a good choice. So this is genuinely one of my biggest tips. Like, if you're like me and you're trying to eat healthier, you just have to enjoy the healthy foods that you're eating. If you have to freestyle in some way, shape, or form, even if it adds a few calories, just do it. Otherwise, you're not going to enjoy it and you're not going to be able to stick to it. You know what? That might actually be a good idea for new videos. Yeah, gym vlogs? I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. All right, and now it is time for the precious, the amazing, the luxurious filet mignon sliders. I know they don't look too fancy, but you know what? I don't even care about that, okay? It's the fact that these just taste amazing. Like, right away, the fillets they use, I don't know how they make them that tender, that, like, buttery, melt in your mouth smooth, but it works. And while sure, you know, the fillets might be a little bit small, and the buns might be ginormous and buttery, but you know what? It's a good trade-off. I have no complaints about this dish. It is literally that good. Now, speaking of butter, there is a lot of butter used for this. Like, look at that. Can you see that? Yeah, that's borderline disgusting, but for these, I will make an exception. Just keep that in mind. These are very, very heavy on the butter, so naturally it's gonna say very, very heavy in your tummy. I literally have no words. If you guys can see, you know, all that butter on the plate, like that's literally all I can talk about with this dish is the amount of butter they use. Like, look at how soggy this bun already is. But you know what? That's perfectly okay, because again, this is amazing. But it is kind of sad that, you know, this is the last slider. Literally just savor it. And just like that, we've cleaned our plates. Well, sort of. I mean, you ate your actual fillets, just not the buns. But me, on the other hand, yeah. I ate everything, and yeah, this ain't gonna come out pretty later. So, my review of the Boathouse. Great. Amazing. Immaculate as always. Absolute 10 out of 10. I will say though, the Boathouse is a place that you want to go to if you want to treat yourself, okay? It's not a place I would recommend going to all the time because it is a little bit pricey, but also just the vibe alone gives it off as a place that you really want to go on that special occasion. For instance, Mom being here, and also us hitting 1,000 subscribers. Well, my beauties, now it looks like it is time to make our way back to the resort. We may or may not go to Epcot later. Even then, literally the only thing I want to do is get the new AP magnet and check out the new AP lounge, which I'm actually kind of surprised Disney brought back, because you guys remember how I wasn't a big fan of last year's? Well, this year's seems to be better. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Really, the only thing that I can tell you guys about it is that you can meet Genie in there. And just like that, we are now back at the resort, aside from the fact that, you know, this Mears Connect bus is in our way. And oh my God, guys, it is hot, hot, hot outside. Like, steaming hot. Now, I will say, though, I am used to this heat, given the fact that, you know, I am wearing jeans. Yes, I am acknowledging the fact that it is hot out, but it is not hot enough to where I feel discomfort. And I will say, too, it is also hot enough to where pretty much every pool on property is going to be packed. It's also the fact that our room is, again, right here. And yes, I have my Kingdom Hearts wallet in my hand, which, by the way, I really do need to get a new one. Yeah, the light is not picking it up very well.
Oh my goodness, that door is so heavy. It is cold. You're welcome. Yeah, it's the most amazing, most gorgeous air vent in the world. Yeah, honestly, I don't think we're gonna go to Epcot later because 1, we're tired, 2, we're tired, and 3, we're tired. But you know what, that's perfectly fine because that means more Mickey Mouse cartoons! Also, I didn't show you all this, but look at what my mom got. Look at that. That is absolutely adorable. A Loogie Loo Pooh Bear! So, if you're wondering where my mom got this from, she got this from Uniqlo. Yeah, we went in Uniqlo. I didn't really film it because, yeah, there wasn't really much that sparked my fancy. But honestly, this bag, this is cool. And this is technically a custom bag. Basically, you can get a plain tote bag and have a special graphic printed on it. It's actually pretty cool. And they're actually relatively cheap. Like, this was maybe 30 bucks, something along those lines.
4 to 6 days later.
Well, my beauties, it has since been a few hours. Yeah, we've done basically nothing. We went to the food court to get a snack, but other than that, we've literally done nothing. We've just sat in the room, lay down, and watched TV. So now we're actually gonna go off to bed because, you know, we got stuff to do in the morning. So, as always, if you all enjoyed today's vlog, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see y'all next time.